Hello everyone and welcome to what is an interesting video and perhaps probably a small one. But last year's Halloween throwaway unit, just content, right? They do this every Halloween. Every year afterwards they easy A. Now is our turn where we're going to get a Dabura Angel. Lovely. So, what does this unit do? What did they do? So, had stats at the start of turn. You get an additional per superclass ally on the team, which is good, but again, how you'd actually run this unit is an interesting one. So superclass allies, you get that's really nice, and you get an additional defense when the enemy is in attack down or defense down, and then same again for the attack, and then you healed. So it seemed okay, but we had no idea realistically what they were going to do. So now let's have a look. So Overworld Warriors are 77%. This kind of stuff we can always predict. And it looks like physical type is good here. Okay, so this kind of stuff you can use if you're only just starting and you can rock your way through and do the quests, right? All the quests. That is more than applicable up until you hit, well, hell, even up to like super class, which is not like to like stage 20. That's still fairly applicable. So you still get 104%. Okay, so interesting. You get an additional 10% to stats and a chance of crit and a chance of evading plus 4% per ally on the team. That goes up to what, 6? So you're going to have 24% and you're going to have, what, 60%? So So you're going to have 24% crit, 24%. Okay, well, fair enough. Additional chance of performing another crit 10%, and a chance of evading enemies' attack 4% per Overworld Warriors ally in the same turn. Superclass now get 4 key. Wow, and 40%. It's like they want you to run this dude, but okay. You get an additional 104% to stats when they're in an attack down or defense down. Okay. You still recover 10% HP, and if there's another World Warrior ally in the same turn, you get an additional 4%. Okay, right. So what did you do prior? You raised attack for the turn. So Pikkon on the team, raised attack and defense and lowered attack. What do you do now? You raise attack and defense for the turn. You greatly raise attack and defense for the turn. So you greatly raise. Is there actually a Pikkon that we can use? No. No. Okay. So you gotta love this. So the best, this guy's best friend's a Pikkon. No, the top 25 is not a Pikkon. Or whether I'm going completely blind, there is not a Pikkon. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying a mismatch of I don't know what. We've got some gods. Is that because of what he's demon or something like that? And then of course we've got Goten and Trunks. Yeah. Okay. So Goten and Trunks are this guy's best friend. What? Why? More than meets the eye. Master of Magic, the Innocence. Master of Magic, the Innocence, more than meets the eye. That's your booze. By extension, I suppose that's Gotenks. What is it? The Innocence? Yeah, so that's Whis. What the hell? Okay, so Otherworld Warriors. Yeah, okay, so Otherworld Warriors. Oof. Yeah, that's just not gonna happen. There's just nobody here. Okay, so they gave you a conditional super attack for Pikkon, and that is not it. So the unit super attack is out of the question. Okay, so how does this stack? Well, it's a shame we don't have an increase. What are we talking about here? 9,700 really. Okay, so there's no increase, and this also has not been increased. It's just been smushed together because before it was worded separately, but it's the same thing. This is nice. You get an additional one, so if there's another in the same turn for Overworld Warriors, you get 14%. It would have been nice if you healed on your super attack to make that worthwhile. So I like how this is basically, is that still the same? It is. It's basically still the same, except you now get crit and dodge 4% per ally on the team. Yeah, okay, fine. So you're likely to run him with a superclass, fine, and you're likely to run him on Overworld Warriors. Overworld Warriors, I don't think it's not exactly flush with superclass. There's a lot of extreme on here. Yeah, there just is. Um, I you're gonna struggle. What, you're gonna rock him alongside Gogeta? No, Pikkon, sure. You know, this Pikkon, he is a support, right? He does give support and he does have his dodge chance. Between the two of them, they might actually make a passable combination. Mm. This is interesting. They're pushing over World Warriors because, well, yeah, no, you just get an additional, but it's just additional attack and crit. It's not as if it's additional stats. Imagine if you got 10% on here, and then you got your crit and your dodge. Fine, yeah, you crit and your dodge, but why not have another like 4% if it's over World Warriors? Because like that goes up to 60. You can get an additional 4% per. So what is it, 84% altogether? That would have been perhaps more meaningful. What's really bonkers is this: 4 key. Is the 40% of the stats is one thing, but 4 key. Like, they're pushing you to have this guy in a team, like an Otherworld Warriors is what they're hinting at. But Otherworld Warriors we just see is absolutely filled with a mismatch of super and extreme class, for which they're not on here. I just don't really get what Otherworld Warriors is. What do we get with Boo? Boo Saga, fantastic. What do we get with you? Sibling bonds, fantastic. It's not going really well. What do we get with you? Margin Boo Saga. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's like, what do we get with you? Sibling bonds. Sibling bonds to what? Where was he a sibling bond to? Okay, well, I mean, I don't get it. You put him on Overworld Warriors, but the top 25 best linking best friends for this guy don't even belong here. None of these are on Overworld Warriors. I mean, Sibling Bonds. I mean, are you an Overworld Warrior? No, you're literally not. I, uh, I mean, Margin Boo Saga, you can make a case, but there are far greater ones out there. Okay, so we're coming in with More Than Meets the Eye, Gentleman, Master of Magic, Otherworld Warriors, Shattering the Limit, The Innocent, Solid Support. You can trigger a lot of these, sure. If you had them on a Margin Boo Saga, you'd trigger quite a few more. Coming in with 3 links here, we've got, yeah, okay, so attack, key, and stats. I mean, my dude, yeah, it's just not. I mean, there will be some others who would have Shattering the Limit, or maybe there's another Boo that has Master of Magic as well, or someone who has this. Okay, so Pikkon, yeah, Pikkon has this. Ooh, he's easy A. Okay, so uh, I don't know. I think this is a bit topsy turvy. Yeah, but okay. Well, anyway, how do you do this bizarre unit? Who, by the way, will not get any better. Well, we gotta go to the Easy A area for the Special Characters Edition. All of these, by the way, are Halloween units across the board. All the years we have Halloween units. Mad to believe, by the way, this is like 2 years old. Think about that. Right. Well, that must mean that Candy Vegeta, these two are just old. Okay, right. So, what do we got? What do we got? So, there is one, two, three. Oh, dude, look how many stages there are. There's quite a few stages. Stage 10 each one. So, that's 20 stones altogether. That's not bad. I mean, yeah. Remember when easy areas came out? Man, they were controversial. But look at them now. Wow. I think one of the easy A areas is so vast now. I think it gives the most stones out of any event collectively. So that's nice. So for most players, this will just be 2 additional stones. You just got to rinse this quite a number of times. As usual, this is what you got to rock. Personally, I like to rock like this Gotenks or this Gotenks because I can't remember which one it is, but they are in all types 77%. So I just rock that, and then you just duck and hide into this. Now you need him on this team. Um, he will qualify as all types. You might be able to make another team out of this, perhaps, but I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, just if you have this Gotenks, you pop him as the lead. It's all time, so just away you go. But yeah, okay, that's fine. So easy enough to do. Just some content alongside like that Oolong one that's just come out. Pretty bonkers, that Oolong one. I love the card art, but they are bonkers having that 560% to stats. It's pretty mad. Speaking of stats, what do we have? 9,000. So they're actually slightly better, but yeah. Okay, that's going to be it. It's a disappointing easy 8, I must admit. Could have been way better. But yeah, okay, you let me know what you think. I will try and slap these into a video. God forbid I'm going to do sibling bombs on these. But yeah, okay, so thank you very much for watching. This has been interesting. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and bye bye.